What kind of lessons did that teach you? Seeing your grandmother doing what she could to make ends meet. You see your mom doing what she can to make ends meet. There's 4 boys going on. You're not getting the assistance that you need from your dad. You're not getting the love, the advice, the discipline from your dad. So what kind of impact did that have on you?
Well, so I had started stealing. And one night the cops chased us. That was the closest we all got to getting arrested. And I remember when I was crawling on the ground in the woods, because they chased us, they were chasing us, and we were crawling, must have crawled like 100, 200 yards. Okay. And I remember I had dirt everywhere and scars everywhere, and I was like, damn, my mother and grandmother are working their ass off every day, and you out here being a crook. And then that's when I said, you know what? I got to give these ladies the love and the respect they deserve. Mm-hmm. So then I said, you know what? I'm going to just play sports. Right. And then what's really funny about it, I sucked at sports. I wasn't any good because I didn't have my growth spurt. Because most people don't know that I was only 5'10" when I was a junior in high school. If I hadn't had the growth spurt, ain't no telling what I would be doing today. Because I was a 5'10" backup point guard. And then one year I grew from 5'10" to 6'5".
I mean, but at 5'10", you probably weighed what, 175, 180?
No, I was like 220.
That's football player right there. You should have been a running back.
Yeah, let me tell you something. My friends make fun of me. I played football for one day. You know, football is my favorite sport in boxing. Okay. Because I think it takes a real man to play football and box. Because those are the only sports you can really get hurt at.
You're right.
And I was like, I played football for one day. And I was like, and I was to joke with the football coach later, after I had my growth spurt and later in life, he's like, I think I made a mistake putting you on the offensive line. I says, no, you made a mistake talking me into playing football. Because I played the one day and I just ran into a guy full speed for like 2 hours. This is the stupidest ever. And I remember I was sitting in the locker room. I was bloody and beaten up. And I had my head down. I was totally, this is the first day of practice. And the coach says, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I said, wait, we're doing this tomorrow? And I said, I'm not doing this tomorrow. I said, no, under no circumstances. I said, coach. And after practice, I went on to coach, I want to thank you for the opportunity. But football.
You turn your equipment back in?
Right back in after that first day. This is not for me. This is not for me.
Right.
Like I say, one of the reasons football is my favorite sport, I think it takes tremendous courage. That and boxing are by far and away my 2 favorite sports. Right. Because you can't cheat in football and boxing. Basketball, you can skate on offense or defense and, whatever. But if you're on a football field, you cannot cheat. Mm-mm. Same thing in a boxing ring. No. You're going to get your head knocked off.
Correct.
That's why I admire football players and boxers, because it takes tremendous courage to go out there.
Right. You're born in Alabama. We understand the history of racism in Alabama.
Yeah.
Did you experience any racism growing up when you was in that small town of Alabama?
No, because the year I was born was the church bombing. Mm-hmm. You got the Selma massacre. Mm-hmm. You got the Montgomery boycott. My grandmother, in my town, it was. I think it was a great place to grow up. Because we weren't, in a small town, I don't even think we really know what the hell going on. I've experienced more racism, I've seen more racism when I got out of there, obviously. And, I was one of the first 2 kids to integrate the school system.
Right.
And we didn't know what the hell was going on. Mm-hmm. I didn't find out till later. There was a guy named Mr. Allen who drove me and 2 other kids, actually, to segregate, to integrate the schools.
The elementary school.
But I never felt racism in Leeds, to be honest with you.
That accent.
Yeah.
I have one very heavy colloquial dialect that's indigenous to the South.
Yes.
Did people make fun of the way you spoke, or did everybody speak like that?
I didn't realize it until I got to Philadelphia. Because I spent my entire life in Alabama. One of the great decisions I made was going to Auburn.
Wow.
Well, okay, so obviously, you know by now, I'm really close to my mother and grandmother. I'm going to stay in the box.
Right.
UAB is 25, 30 minutes from my house. Tuscaloosa is an hour 15 from my house. Auburn's the furthest way by far. It's like a legit 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So when I was trying to figure out where to go to college, UAB, led by the great Gene Bartow, made it to the Sweet 16. Alabama made it to the Sweet 16. And they both had everybody coming back.
Yeah. Bobby Lee hurt, Enos Watley.
Well, no, we came out together. Not only did they both make it to the Sweet 16, Alabama signed Enos Watley and Bobby Lee hurt. So I'm saying to myself, man, I want to play.
Right.
So I go down to Auburn, and I said, I'm looking around. I said, damn, these bombs done lost 12 games in a row. So I asked Coach Smith, I said, you got a pen on you? He said, oh, what, you a big time? You getting ready to sign an autograph? I said, nope, I'm signing right now because these damn guys can't play dead. Y'all done lost 12 games in a row. And I don't see anybody out there who put fear in my heart. And that's actually how the whole thing at Auburn went down. I said, his son was, he said, you gonna sign autographs? I said, nope, I'm signing a scholarship right on the spot because these dudes cannot play dead. And that's how I made the best decision to go to Auburn, because I tell all these kids, some of these kids are dummies. I said, yo, man, look who they have on the team before you go there.
Right.
If you know there's a guy who's really good and you play the same position, no matter how much confidence you got, you're probably not going to beat him out. He's going to be bigger, stronger, more experienced. I said, the number one thing, I said, if you want an education, you get an education anywhere. Mm-hmm. But the number one thing when you're deciding to go to college is playing time, because that's going to be the first time you're away from home. Mm-hmm. And if you don't get to play, college going to suck. Your grades going to suck. Your personal life going to suck. You really need to look at who's on the roster before you decide to go.
So you said you didn't realize that you had an accent until you got to Philly.
To Philly.
Once you got to Philly, did you ever try to change the way you talk or enunciate words?
No, not really. Because, as you know, fame ain't like everybody. Trying to explain being in the limelight of fame, whatever words you want to use, trying to explain that to a normal person is like talking Chinese or talking to an alien.
You're not a sports. You're a celebrity, Chuck.
Yeah. But when I first, it's overwhelming when it first happens.
Yes.
I said, you can't even prepare for it. Mm-mm. I said, when they start sticking those cameras and you turn on TV, they talking good or bad about you, in Philadelphia on the radio, going to the black barbershop, hey, never go to a black barbershop when you're on a bad team, ever. Hey, under any circumstances, I tell you, the Woody brothers in Philadelphia, man, I played on some teams that suck in Philly when Doc and Moses had went away. Never go to a black barbershop when things are going bad.
They will tell you the truth, Chuck.
They will tell you the truth. And even if it's not your fault, they just gonna tell you y'all suck. Yeah. Y'all suck.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before 2 something.